Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. A lot is happening around Nnamdi Kanu. But let's start with the fact that Alex Otti, the governor of Abia State, has visited Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto Correctional Center. We're going to give full details on that. And of course, something is happening around Nnamdi Kanu's brother. And there have been a lot of big questions. Is it that the one situation where everyone around him will be brought down? Let's find out in a moment as he's beginning to speak out on the fact that some key politicians in Southeast and the government of the day are roping something around him. Before going to your newspaper, can you subscribe to our channel? According to what we've gathered, the Abia State Governor Alex Otti, on some few minutes ago, actually paid a prison visit to the convicted leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, at the Sokoto Correctional Center. The development was made public by Kanu Special Counsel Alawi Jimako and the Biafran agitator's younger brother, Emmanuel Kanu. In separate statement, in his post, Jimako showered praise on the governor for keeping to his pledge, writing, "Thank you for fulfilling the promise you made to me to visit your brother, Nnamdi Kanu. You are a man of your words and gusty to both." He added, "May God bless you and may your August visit to Sokoto today be the first step to ending this undeserved ordeal sooner than later." But meanwhile, of course, very quickly, he said that on his part, Emmanuel Kanu declared that the visit carried symbolic weight, adding that Governor Alex Otti and the people of Sokoto have made a unified statement by visiting Nnamdi Kanu. But let's also continue to find out what Nnamdi Kanu's brother is screaming and shouting right now. Now, according to Prince Kanu, Emmanuel Kanu, he said that's the younger brother to Nnamdi Kanu. He said that that report has it that IPOB, that's powerful, has been issuing statement on behalf of IPOB for years, but many people cannot put a face to the name. He also went ahead and, however, a recent publication which highlighted abia not Senator Orji or Kalu's role in effort to stabilize Southeast, described Prince Emmanuel Kanu, the younger brother to Nnamdi Kanu, as the person operating as Emmanuel Powerful. Now, if you ever have been following IPOB and Biafra, you know that Emmanuel Powerful is the media person to IPOB, and he has always, so to speak, no one really has been able to put a face to the name. And the publication highlighted that in part of the statement released under the name Emmanuel Powerful, noted that it's actually Emma Powerful. Noted that instead of promoting cohesion or providing constructive direction for the Southeast, the message has at times heightened tension, deepened fear, and contributed to an atmosphere of instability, while accusing Emma Powerful of setting the Southeast ablaze through his inflammatory statement. The publication said that Senator Orji Kalu has emerged as one of the few consistent voices calling for a restraint, calm, and return to dialogue. The publication equally alleged that IPB agitation has become a family business of the Kanus. Reacting to the development in a statement on a few minutes ago, Prince Emmanuel alleged that tagging him as Emma Powerful is a part of a plot by Orji Kalu and people he described as evil enemies to jail him as they did to his brother Nnamdi Kanu. According to him, the plan is to incite the security agencies against him in furtherance of the agenda to permanently weaken the Igbo nation. He denied being the same person as Emma Powerful, adding that tagging him as IPOB spokesman amounted to identity theft. Stressing the need to set the record straight, Prince Emmanuel added, "Ordinarily, I would have refrained from dignifying this garbage with a response, if not for those who are gullible. My major concentration at the moment is to provide care for my brother, who is a prisoner of conscience and victim of Nigeria's injustice and enshrined hatred for a certain group. We know that this is an orchestrated plot by the enemies to frame me up and possibly confine me to a place the way they did to my brother." It's no longer in doubt that some traitors camouflaging as Igbo leaders are conniving with the enemies to sabotage the interest of the Ndibos. They are already known for who they are, and no amount of media propaganda or blackmail will change the public perception about their true identity. But they should remember that history will judge them. The security agencies are not in doubt of the existence or identity of Emma Powerful, who was once granted a telephone interview to China's television. Prince Emmanuel urged members of the public to ignore the publication, which he described as misleading. Nnamdi Kanu was recently convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment on terrorism charges filed against him by the Nigerian government. He's currently serving the sentence in Sokoto prison. Kalu had in recent interview on China's television said that Kanu's agitation led to 30,000, that's Uzor Kalu, led to 30,000 deaths in the southeast, a claim that was disputed by IPOB and some pure Biafran groups. Okay, very quick one. In a nutshell, what Prince Kanu is saying is Prince Emmanuel Kanu is saying, now Prince Emmanuel Kanu happened to be Nnamdi Kanu's younger brother, for those of us who have not been following this trend. And for whatever reason, Uzor Kalu believes very strongly that Prince Emmanuel Kanu is one and the same person with Emma Powerful. If you have been following the trend, you also discover that Emma Powerful here happened to be the media publicity secretary of IPOB, who always speaks, even after the interview granted by Uzor Kalu. He's also an Abia State senator, of two-time governor of Abia State. He said quite a lot of things. Check out playlist so you get to see that video. But immediately after the interview, of course, IPOB, via their media person, publicity secretary Emma Powerful, issued a statement, literally insisting that, Uzor Kalu is actually serving his selfish political gain just to please his paymasters and all that. But while there's a response, albeit quite privately, but Prince Emmanuel had to bring it open that Emma Powerful here, claiming to be IPB secretary, publicity secretary, happened to be the one worsening the Southeast, increasing Southeast tensions and increasing worrisome insecurity in Southeast. Now, Prince Kanu is now rebuking and rejecting, and in that insinuation that he is not one and the same. And we all know what it stands. If for any reason they tag him as Emma Powerful, they may likely want to take him down. So he's now saying that, look, that what Nnamdi Kanu stands for is the truth, and what Uzor Kalu is trying to do is to tag them as IPOB as an agenda or a project for the Kanus. So, whatever. And for that reason, that the way they confine Nnamdi Kanu, that the government is looking at also confining him, so he had to cry out. How true that this is, if he's Emma Powerful, I do not know. But let's meet in that conversation. What's your take?